What is up, guys? Kweku Gestos here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's episode, we are going to do a testing and a review of a microphone I've really been excited to check out. That is the Fifine K688 dynamic microphone, which Fifine sent over for honest review. Without wasting my time, let us unbox this microphone and check some of the smart features this microphone has. This is how I received my package. It came nicely wrapped with these rubber bubbles all over it. One thing I really love about this packaging is that when I received the microphone, I thought it was going to be just a mere box. Even the box itself looks premium and has this fine and quality build. Looking at the price range you buy this microphone for, you're not going to get this packaging, right? So this is the Fifine K688 dynamic microphone that comes with the XLR and the USB-C for your plug and play recording sections, right? So these are some of the features this microphone comes out with, and I wanted to show you the model and the details on this dynamic microphone. So now let me open it and show you what we've got inside right out of the box. So the moment you open the box, you are going to be welcomed with a user manual, which I don't think most of us read the user manual. But if you are new to the content creating space, I think you really have to read some of these stuffs to get used or to get some insight on whatever products you are using or about to use. Since I've already used this kind of microphone before, that's why I didn't really read the user manual. So nowadays, how the Fifine K688 microphone actually looks like. I went in for the white color because it feels premium and it matches the keyboard I'm using. That's why I really chose the white color. So in the box also, you get this adapter that you will be able to connect with the boom arm, already existing boom arm, and you also get a long USB-C to C cable and has a USB-C to USB-A adapter right on top of it. This is what you get right inside the box, and this model doesn't come with a boom arm unless you buy the boom arm separately, right? So this is how the microphone looks like. I like how the windshield actually feels. It feels really soft and smooth, and the metal body for this microphone is very superb. I really like it very much. I'm going to run a test of the Fifine K688 dynamic microphone to see how it sounds without any filter using Audacity. This is a test of the Fifine K688 dynamic microphone. The microphone is 2 inches away from my mouth without any filter or effect. Now, what I love about this microphone is that it doesn't only have USB-C for your sound output, but it also has the XLR connectivity, connecting it to your sound card. You have no problem without connecting it to any output system, that is sound card and other output systems, right? And for the USB-C ports, you can easily connect this microphone to your mobile phone or your smartphone, your MacBook or your laptop for a plug and play and easy to use setup. Now let us talk about some pros and cons of using the Fifine K688 dynamic microphone. The first advantage I want to talk about is that it has dual connectivity. That is, it has USB-C connectivity and the XLR connectivity. The USB-C connectivity is an easy plug and play setup. That is, if you are not a professional and you are looking for something easy to use and flexible, you can go in or opt in for the Fifine K688 dynamic microphone because of its connectivity. And if you are into podcast and other studio works. You can also use the XLR with the help of a sound card for your sound output. The second advantage I want to talk about, this microphone looks premium. It's built of metal and has metallic body all around it, right? So all this side you see over here is built out of metal, right? All this side you see over here is built out of metal, and it gives a strong feel. And comparing it to that of the Shure microphones that are very expensive, you get a metal frame or metallic body out of this budget-friendly microphone. That is a Fifine K688 dynamic microphone. Another advantage I would like to talk about the Fifine K688 dynamic microphone is that it has 3 buttons or 3 onboard buttons. That is the mute button, the gain control button, and the earphone monitoring button, right? So what this does is that it increases the gain or the volume. It increases and decreases the gain of this microphone, the sound you are producing, either increasing the volume or reducing the volume. You can do everything right on this microphone, and you can also increase the monitoring system when your earphones are connected to this microphone. One thing I love about this microphone is that it has a touch mute button. That is, with a mute button, it is not a physical button, but it's just a LED light showing. You just touch it and it gets muted. Touch it and it gets unmuted. That's one feature I love about this microphone. And as you can see, this microphone also comes with a shock absorber. So let's say I'm recording something important and I just strike my hands on something. You see, because of the shock absorbers this microphone has, it absorbs all the shocks coming from this the hit or the strike on the boom arm, right? It's absorbed all the shocks and it doesn't affect the sound you are producing, and it will absorb it right on the ring you see over here. So the ring serves as a mount and also the shock absorber for the Fifine K688 dynamic microphone. Honestly speaking, I really like everything about this microphone, but there are certain things I'd like to talk about. I hope Fifine sees this video and update that in the next version of microphone. That is the touch and mute button. The touch and mute button is very easy to use and it's very nice using the LED button, but where the LED light has been placed, you can mistakenly press the mute button without knowing that you've pressed the mute button. Example, as I'm recording right now, I'm looking straight into the camera, so assuming I've pressed the mute button, you'll not be able to know it, right? And that affects your video production. So I think Fifine will find ways and means to alert us. That is, they have another version that has the RGB all around, and I think if you press the mute button on that one, it also has the touch mute button. So if you press on that one, the RGB light alert you on that. That's one thing I don't really like about this microphone. Aside that, I think everything is fine and perfect with this microphone. And the last thing I don't really like about this microphone is that looking at the output of the sound is very fine, but it feels like a broadcasting sound. So if you are someone who is looking for a bright and crispy sound coming from a condenser microphone, because this is a dynamic microphone, you can't really get that sound from this kind of microphone, right? So if you want a bright sound, I think you have to go in for their condenser microphone, which Fifine also does that. But if you want something dynamic, podcast looking or podcast sounding, that is, your voice sounds very warm, right? You can go in for this kind of microphone. That is a dynamic microphone, right? So that's one thing I don't really like about this microphone, but we have options, and they have variety of options to choose when buying microphone from their website. So I'll leave a link in the description below leading to their website, and I'll also leave an affiliate link of my AliExpress if you're in Ghana or in Africa. I think AliExpress is one of the most common ways of shopping or shipping stuffs like this outside the country, that is from China to Ghana. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can check that out. It doesn't add any fee to anything you purchase over there, but I just get a small commission out of anything that you purchase, just to help me grow and keep the channel moving. If you like this video, make sure you hit on the like button, make sure you hit on the subscription button, share this video to your friends, and catch you guys on another one. But before we leave, let me say one thing. I'm going to do comparison between a dynamic microphone and a condenser microphone. That is the old microphone I have, that is the Halmorin Professional Studio microphone. I'll be doing a comparison between this and this, so whether to go in for the condenser microphone or to go in for the dynamic microphone. So stay tuned and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to see this video. Catch you guys on another one. Peace out.